Not really. I think we can talk about that. The thing is, how video started was, I'd say it was very funny. I'll tell you why. I never really thought I'd ever get into video production. I mean, I've always liked films and TV stuff and whatnot, yeah. But it wasn't something that I thought I would actually actively be involved in for a very long time. Now, what happened at one time, and this is another very funny story that I'm probably talking about for the first time. I've always been a fan of having some kind of camera around me to just document life, yeah. I've always just been that guy who's always trying to shoot anything from a long time ago, from as far back as I was able to, yeah. And so most of what I shot was for fun, for archiving. There was a bash, there was a trip to Naivasha, there was all that, just for the sake of historical records.
Even for fun.
So I there's always a little handycam I would always have with me at one point or another, yeah. Now, I had a handycam around the year 2002, 2003, yeah. And it got stolen, yeah. And here's the crazy bit of it. It got stolen in my house by somebody that I've never figured out who stole up to today, yeah. It was somewhere kept. That you can keep something waiting for the next time there'll be an event, even if it's next year. It was always just sitting somewhere. And one day when I needed to use it, I found it wasn't there, yeah. And obviously I was mad, I was depressed, I was wondering who could have stolen this camera and this, that and the other. Now, my girlfriend at the time,
don't tell me Michelle,
made a joke, made a comment, yeah. That is the reason I became a director today. She told me, it was just a comment that was just in passing. Eh? She told me, imagine maybe the guy who stole that camera right now is using it and making money. She told me, you are not doing anything with it. Somebody else has gone with it. And maybe now that person is really doing stuff with it. You had kept it. You're waiting for a birthday party or a trip to Nakuru to remove it again. It was a joke, it was a light-hearted thing, but it made me lose sleep. And I was like, my goodness, you know what? She's damn right. I'm really wasting opportunity.
What were some of the things that you had filmed before that? Because I remember, because especially, I heard you say you were in the gospel industry.
Yeah. I filmed concerts. I filmed shows. I filmed some sessions. I filmed some of my life in America. I filmed rap community. I think I'm probably the only person who has video material of rap community. Whenever I got the need to capture something, I tried to capture it and store it. But I had never thought of doing anything on a commercial level or on a TV level. But this is what really pushed me and got me thinking. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, maybe there's an opportunity somewhere that is getting wasted by me not exploring it. Yeah. And so after that, I was fortunate enough to get another camera a little bit later on. And that was the camera we shot with Rap Choir MIC. It was still not a great camera. It was still a handycam, a fun camera, but we were not trying to do something with it. Rap Choir MIC was the first video I shot and the first video that went on television. And after that, we continued trying to do stuff. Now, come 2004, I'm in the studio and I'm looking for somebody who can help me do my work in the studio, a studio assistant. And so some guy comes, and I'll withhold his name for now, and says he's a producer and everything, and we begin to work, but it doesn't quite work out, yeah, because I noticed there's some stuff going on in the studio that I'm not being told about, and I was a bit upset, and we kind of didn't really manage to continue working together. But what good thing came out of this is that this guy knew a group of about 7 guys that were doing gospel called Votaries. And they once came to visit him at the studio. They'd never recorded. They were looking for a place to record and that whole dynamic. Yeah. So as a result of this, at the time of all this chaos and turmoil, a group walks into the studio one day, yeah, led by a gentleman called Brian King, who is now Pastor Brian King of Hope Church in Lavington. And they say, yeah, we're an a cappella group, we want to record and this, that, and the other. Now, the best thing about this group is they came with a producer. They had a person inside the group
Who was the producer?
who was producing them, yeah, and knew how to make music and knew how to work in a studio. So Gitz becomes my assistant now.
What? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm so happy you said that because I thought the producer you're talking before about was Gitz.
No, that was another person. So,
Gitz, you have a few.
Yeah.
Gitz recorded my second album.
So these guys come and we have a good rapport and we begin working. So as we work, the album is going well, their songs are being recorded well and everything is going well. Then comes the idea of, we need videos. By this time...
So Votaries, first of all, I like the fact that you spoke about a cappella.
Yes.
That season of a cappella and thingy.
Yes.
That's what they were.
Yes, they were an a cappella group and a very good one at that.
I had no gift to bring. Oh my, that's fit to give my king. Hey, shine, I play for you. On my drum, on my drum. Come on, drum, come to me, oh come to me, oh come to me, drum, come, drum boy,
Was it 7 guys or 6 guys?
About 6, 7 guys, yeah.
So they came and they recorded that full album here.
Yes, they did everything, yeah. The album called Faithfulness, we did the whole record here. So, Votaries are now recording and we're working. And then Gitz also knows another guy who is an expert guitarist and a brilliant vocalist, and is also looking for a place to record.
Yeah.
And his name is Webby. Yeah. So Webby also comes along around the same time that we're recording Votaries, and both projects are kind of running concurrently. Yeah.
Webby's project was Outside My Window.
Yes, Outside My Window.
Yeah. And his debut album.
Yes, and Votaries are also recording at the same time. Yeah. And I didn't charge Webby for his record at all. He did. I just liked his music so much. I didn't see the need to try and have him pay for it. We just worked on it because we loved the music so much and we just wanted to be part of that project. Actually, I felt like I'm the one who was part of it. It's not him who came to use the studio. It's me who found a way to be in his album. You get? Because it was so good. So, by this time, this whole advent of videos is starting. Khalif is shooting videos, Pili Pili, Flex, Luch. You know, on the other side, Ogopa are shooting videos, Tattoo, Issa, Big Pin, whatnot, you know. So that advent of videos is now coming up. So now it's becoming a necessity for an artist to have a video.
Yes.
For them to have a voice. Yeah, it's no longer radio. Radio was king earlier on, but now radio is dying.
So now the beat has come in.
Yes, now television is where it's at. Yeah. So Votaries are talking about we need videos for our album. It can't just come out like that and whatnot. But we're still in a dilemma on really how to get it done. So we did a song called Anabamba. Yesu Anabamba. Yeah. So
Anabamba.
By this time, I still have a handycam. Yeah?
That's what you shot that video with?
Yeah, an album was shot with a handycam. So, by this time, Pastor Brian King has access to Hope Church, Lavington. They have a basketball court. I am unsure about lighting conditions, so I decided let's shoot at night, and then we light it. At least we can control. Because during the day it was going to look awful. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, let's shoot at night. Let's light. Let's use a handycam and whatnot. Yeah. So we actually shot an Abamba on a handycam, a camera that's about this size, you know. And it played on television. However, we were not satisfied. Like, we knew this is, an Abamba was not it. Yeah, we knew, we had that feeling, all of us, that we just gotta do a better video. Even me, I was like, I mean, it's really not it. Yeah, it was out, it was playing, but it wasn't the most fancy of videos out there. Yeah, so the album is done, finished. Yeah, they're ready to press, distribute, yada yada. So we have like a listening session, Gates, Pastor Brian, a few other guys. Then we're like, you know what? This album is just a bit too subtle. It's so mellow. It's so
nice.
So boys to men. It's so cool. It's so nice. We don't have a hard hitting song. By this time the album is over. We've decided it's finished. Yeah. I think even the cover art is being made. Yeah. We've decided it's done. But then we're like, no, there's still an element in this record that is not yet coming out. So Gitz decides, you know what? I'm going back to the studio for one more song.
to remove the subtleness.
Yeah. One more ride. You know, Gitz went back to the studio and made a phenomenal instrumental. I listened to that thing, I'm like,
By the studio, we're talking about where we are right now.
Yes.
This room.
Yeah, right here.
This room is where it was made.
Exactly. I listened to that. There's no vocals on it, nothing.
Yeah, just a
I
track.
listened to it, I'm like, we've struck oil. This is it. This is what we've been looking for on this record. It was missing. We now have it. And then, to add icing on the cake, Brian decides, I'm not singing, I'm rapping.
Yeah.
It's like who rapping?
Kanji.
It's like Kanji rapping. You know? It's like Atemi rapping.
Oh yeah,
you know?
like
So we're like, man.
Bien.
These guys have just gone, they've gone left with this project, And then, as you think it can't get any better, Rufftone shows up.
Wow.
Rufftone shows up, he comes, one evening, he parks his car, walks into the studio, has never listened to the song, tells me, put the volume loud, and I listen to the song. He listens, goes into the booth, puts on the headphones, he tells me, hit record now, I have something, record now.
Hey, you get.
Then he records. Rufftone was here for 30 minutes and he left.
What?
Yeah. There was so much energy around that song. The energy around that song was just divine. It was just an anointed song. As in, by this time we have a song, we're like, my goodness, how did we not have this song for the album?
What?
Yeah. So now we have this great song. We need a video. The video now is needed like tomorrow. Yeah. We wrote scripts and we trashed scripts and we wrote and we trashed and we wrote and we trashed enough to fill a dustbin. We were not getting anywhere with the concept. Yeah. And then this evening, you know, though you flip channels, then you fall upon some old war documentary. Yeah. Then I saw guys marching. Black and white, Second World War footage. Nazi, Germany, guys in a line marching. Yeah. Then there's a shot with the camera down and feet marching. Like, this is it. This is what we're going to do in this album. This is what we're going to do in this video. This is it. I shared the concept the next day. I told these guys, let's go big.
Go big or go home.
Let's go big. Let's shoot with aeroplanes. Guys were like, but how? I'm like,
But
what? I'm like,
understand, this is what year again?
205.
Yeah, 205.
So I'm like,
It has not been done before.
I'm like, let's go and shoot with aeroplanes on the set. These guys are like, how are we gonna do it? I'm like, why don't we just go and ask? What's the worst thing that can happen if we ask for permission at Wilson Airport? The worst thing they'll tell us is, no, you can't shoot. Yeah? Because all I could see was just an army. Yeah? An army base, yeah, like a naval base, like an air base where the military, where the Air Force planes land. That's all I could see with that video, yeah. And so we agreed, we're gonna do the army fatigues, we're gonna get the airport set, and we're gonna shoot the video there. Pastor Brian knew somebody at Wilson, we got permission. Let me tell you, that was just a day that is a very difficult day to forget, because here I am from those videos of Ziwani where we're shooting on a Maram road with guys following a car to a set where there's a dolly and the engineers, the guys who do maintenance for the planes, are asking me, how do you want us to line up the planes? They're like, who's the director? And Diole Pale, that's him. Excuse me, yes, you're the one who is directing, yes. Do we face the plane this way or do we face it this way? And how many do you want?
You can.
You know, it was the most unbelievable moment, because it was my first time to ever shoot with a professional video camera.
Which you hired?
Yes, from film studios. The camera was given to me at about 8:30 the previous night. It was dropped. Somebody came with it from film studios up to my gate and handed it over to me and said, we're going to come back for it again tomorrow evening. And I paid them in cash, and I did not even know how to switch it on.
I love this. Wow.
This was a Sony PD150. By that time, it was one of the dopest machines in the industry. It was a hot machine for music videos for hire. I had never touched it. But I called film studios and told those guys, deliver for me this camera.
Ukulala.
I was on it until morning, trying to figure out how to work it and how to set it.
How to switch it on.
By God's grace, we shot with it, and that's the video you see today of MOG.
Nimekam kusimama hapa mbele yako. Baba ni God, Baba ni Baba, wani King of Kings, wani Lord of Lords. Mazijongo ni feel the more, kila siku nikiyomba Johnny feel the more. Mini Mike MC Johnny feel the more, Niki preach your fire Johnny feel the more. Life imeenda faster na sasa mini basta na wa teach. Niki preach word yako Johnny holy fire. Niki pray mazigo Johnny feel the more, Niki sing mazigo Johnny feel the more. Mini MOG Johnny feel the more, mini man of God Johnny feel the more. MOG, mini MOG, man of God. MOG, mini MOG, man of God. MOG, mini MOG, man of God. MOG, mini MOG, man of God.
I will never look back at Yara. You stayed on me ready to just push a here. I will never look back at Yara. Me just push a here till the end of time. Listen, I will never look back at Yara. Instead me just ready to not push a here. I will never look back at Yara. Mazikis nejua ni kulonzero maze. Votaries ni kulonzero. Lakini usijali ndio tunako kakia tu. Kia tu tuenda. When Jesus come and fill the stadium, everywhere he goes, he goes pandemonium. If you're a coming, twist the volume. Better rest and a iggy.
MOG, mini MOG, man of God. MOG, mini MOG, man of God. MOG, mini MOG, man of God. MOG, mini MOG, man of God.
I had that camera in my hands for less than 24
what
hours.
an amazing story. Okay, there's also a story that I think is never told about the chick in the video.
Oh yes, Rosie Ohon.
Oh, it's Rosie Ohon.
It's Rosie Ohon.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You see what happened?
It's Rosie Ohon.
Yes. It's Rosie Ohon. People, because Rufftone, you know, is a celebrity. So Rufftone, he rolls like 15, 20 deep, whenever he's going anywhere. So people had just come with him, you know, just to support and to hang out and watch him do his video. So amongst the people who had come with him was Rosie Ohon. And Rosie, I think she got the brief. So she was
in the attire.
She was in the attire, you see. And because she was in the attire, we decided we'll just do one shot and show her just saying 2 syllables of the chorus. Yeah. So that's how she ended up being on the video, because she was in the zone, you know. So it was just those very, very God-sent moments, those very anointed moments. There's so much energy on that set, And then MOG was the first video that we made a trailer. We decided, no, let's even push it further. Let's make a trailer and see what happens.
Do you know why I remember the trailer?
Yeah.
The only other person who had done a trailer before that was Prezo.
Prezo's
For
Mimi ni CMB.
Yeah, Mimi ni CMB.
And that came after MOG.
It came after?
Yes.
Yeah, you're joking.
Yeah. So you see, what it is, all this time.
Oh, this is insane. You can't make this stuff up.
All this time, basically, what's happening is we're constantly pushing ourselves to do things different and to do more things than what has been done before. So here now, I'm no longer struggling with software. At least now I have a good software to cut MOG. Yeah. So I'm able to now make the video the way we would want it to be made. Yeah. Then we decided, let's give guys a teaser. Yeah. Because everybody just takes the video finished to TV. So we're like, let's create anticipation. Let's give guys a teaser. Yeah. For a week, then we release it.
For the first time in Kenyan music history, Soulchild Records invites you to a unique musical experience. The new single by Votaries, MOG, featuring Rufftone. On their extraordinary new video. Coming soon to this station.
So we took the teaser first to all stations.
And the beat, like, people have to understand, you know, gospel being played. I mean, I like where the industry is right now, because gospel is not being played as much as it was being played before. This is then it was I think it's only Kuna Dawa and like 2 other gospel songs that had been played.
Yes.
MOG came in, not only it completely changed the scene.
Kabisa.
From a music perspective, remember the beat was on fire like a nonsense. The song itself was a standalone and good enough to stand alone.
Yes.
But then on top of that, it came with a video that had not been, there's no before it in terms of shooting at Wilson with planes and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. But now let's move on.
Yes.
And we'll cut here. You guys can watch the next episode.
So.
But I want us to talk about now. I love the fact that you talked about the gear that you got from
Film studio. Yes.
Because the next time I was talking to you, you're telling me, boss, me I'm off back to State 2.
Yes.
I'll be back.
Yes.
And Richie, when I'm coming back, I'm coming to shoot for you a video. Because I've got this other camera that I'm coming back with.
Yes.
Never seen before.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about that in a bit.
Yes. Okay.